Play is the thing. I've said it before, and I will never stop saying it. Play is the thing. As we wrap up this week, this is such a great opportunity to just do a quick check-in. What did you do this week? What did you accomplish? And did you enjoy doing it? I did my taxes yesterday, and I'd been procrastinating, and maybe not I'm not horribly, but I should probably get them done earlier, right? Like, as soon as January 1st comes, like, it's on. Um, and it just felt so good doing it once I leaned in. What was really fun about it, playful about it, was it was a review of my year. Like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that day when I made all those sales," or, "Oh, yeah, that trip when I drove across the country. Oh, yeah." Like, it was such a beautiful, just memory of the year before, right? So when I turned, like, the tax doing into something that was, enjoyable and beneficial, and then Wiley was next to me, and all my leftover receipts, like, I put all over him. I posted a video of it yesterday, and, like, I was, like, sprinkling them on him, like, using it as a blanket, and one of the women I'm coaching in leadership right now, she said, "Mine were done ages ago, and that looks like a mess." And it just cracked me up because it is. Like, I mean, they were the leftover receipts, right? And I was courageous enough to show, like, the messiness because that's fine. Our lives are messy. And when we can lean into the playfulness of it, it's a lot easier to change the doing into I get to do this. Like, I own my own business. I get to do my taxes. I'm an American. I have a lot of freedoms. I get to do my taxes and I get to pay my taxes, right? Um, there's a lot of ways that we can do this. Like, I didn't like working out for a long time, and then I realized, like, I don't have to call it working out. I can play. It's like we forget how to play, which I think is such a travesty for us adults. And and it's not that I saw, especially when I lived in LA and before Corona, tons of experiential opportunities happening because we as a society, I think even specifically like my generation, saw that need for play. So it's not only just going out and getting shit faced, but it was also like, well, let's create an experience around that. And what was really fun when I lived in Los Angeles was there was a lot of marketing opportunities. So I would get free tickets to go to all of these things that were usually put on by booze companies or beer companies, but they were always experiential. I remember when I went to Saint Germain, my friend Catherine, and we went like through this like basically maze labyrinth, and through it were just all these different rooms decorated to the nines of this experience, and then at the end, you're getting, like, little drinks and snacks along the way, and then at the end, there's a party room, and it was just so interesting, and when I'll be sober 3 years in April, and when I realized that, what was holding me back was my drinking, I just really started thinking about, okay, well, what am I letting the drinking take over? Okay, I'm letting the drinking over take over my playfulness, my creativity. Okay, so what's gonna happen if I take the drinking out and the cigarettes out and the partying out? Can I still have fun? And it was really scary to kind of put that hat on because it's like, well, I'm not having fun now with the drinking and the cigarettes and the partying. So, like, am I gonna have fun and am I gonna be able to know how to play without that? And guess what? I do. Totally. I wanted to remember again. I wanted to not be stressed out. And when I removed those other things, the play became so easy. The play is everywhere. Walking Wiley, playing with Wiley. um, creating my coaching program, speaking to people could just be playful, right? So there's a lot of opportunity for play. And my invitation to you guys is to create play this weekend. A lot of people are like, I don't have time for that. And it's just like when you say you don't have time for meditation, meditation can be play as well. I love meditation, especially when I started to put it in the context of of playfulness. I love exploring spirituality. For me, it's like a carnival for the soul. I love that exploration. So really it's just about like a tweaking of our thought process so that you are standing in a place from enjoyment, even if you're picking up the dog poop, which I do daily, right? It's not my favorite job, but there's a playfulness to it. There's a great episode from Parks and Rec where they get a call that kids are in the park using the poop bags, like the closed poop bags, and they're throwing them at each other. So so they go, Tom and Amy Poehler's character, I can't remember her name right now, but they go and these kids are just throwing the poop bags at each other. And she gets hit with one. She's like, "Hey!" And she picks up another one and she chucks it at them. And she's like, "This is really fun." So every time the poop bag, it's like tied, like, I'll threaten Darren with it. He's getting a little sassy with me. I'm like, "Don't make me do this." So even that can be fun. Like we can create play in anything. I do remember, and I'll leave you guys on this note that I was like 12, 13, I think, when my great grandparents died, like somewhere in there. And I remember, it was extremely sad. But I do remember being with my cousins and having this connection with them because we were all only children and finding a game to play, just make believe in the hotel. And even though we were surrounded by such sadness, we were playing. And I remember my mom and my aunt, like, they just lost their grandparents who were very, very close to them. But I just remember them watching us and just being like really like satisfied to see us together. So even in the saddest of moments, there's connection opportunity that can be had as long as we're leading with play and love. You can have an enjoyable life, no matter where you at, no matter where you are at, even if you're going through really hard times right now. There's that opportunity. So that's what I have today. I'm gonna drop my calendar link in here, and let's talk. I am fulfilling the Pop Video Academy, which is all about getting yourself on camera. I know some of you guys watch this daily. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're watching this, please hit up the replay and give me a couple of comments here to let me know you're out there. And if you're interested in learning more about showing up powerfully on camera for your audience and to create lead generation for your business, pop it in here. It's for any entrepreneur. So even if you have a side hustle, like, you're selling makeup or jewelry, things like that, this is great for you. I know a lot of those companies support you and getting on showing you exactly what you can do on the camera. A lot of times people just aren't getting on the camera. That's where I come in. That's my specialty. I freaking love it. And I freaking love you guys. Have a great day. I will see you on Monday. Go play.